So there we go, League 3 Consolidation final. It will start pretty soon. As always, let's have a look at the bracket first, which led us to this Consolidation final. We had Nexotica, Ceramics, EasyPower and Ward in the first semi-final, and Nexotica got eliminated by EasyPower and Ceramics in the loser bracket. In the other semi-final, Rosario and Lenny made it to the winner bracket final. And this winner bracket final, Rosario and EasyPower made it and get their spot into the grand final. In the loser bracket final, Nexotica and Wardy made it, while Dionysos wasn't had a computer issue and wasn't able to compete. So we have a Consolidation final with Ceramics, Lenny, Nexotica and Wardy. Oops. And so yeah, we have Ceramics, Lenny, Nexotica and Wardy in this Upsy making everything good. Okay, now we're good. As I'm streaming since 4 PM, I still haven't time to eat. And so I'm quickly eating as the match will start. So Ceramics, Lenny, Nexotica, Wardy. For me, there are definitely two people who are the favorites, which are Ceramics and Nexotica, but nothing is set in stone. Point limit is 120 instead of 100, once again. So let's see. I don't think Wardy can fight for top 2 and get his spot into the grand final, but maybe Lenny can if he steps up a bit. As we are setting up the points according to the league, the regular season results. One thing to mention is that in League 3, Nexotica and Rosario ended first and second, so they already got their spots secured in League 2. So there are 2 spots to take after them in League 2, and the 2 best players of the playoffs after them will get there. It will be at the moment it will Ceramics, Lenny, Wardy and EasyPower, who's already qualified in the grand final, still have a chance to get there, but for that you first need to get into League 2. And if Nexotica qualifies, this is important to mention. If Nexotica qualifies, the 2 other people in the grand final, as Nixo and Rosario are already qualified, will get there. And a good thing you say there, Sasha, you're right, as Wardy replaces someone in League 3, he actually can't go in League 2. So it's all about Ceramics, Lenny and EasyPower, who's already qualified in grand final. So we will see who will make it. Now Nexotica with 10 points, 4 for Lenny, 3 for Ceramics. As we start into Sesvi by Ben Sword. yeah, that's true. He actually replaces Yusasha. I was wondering who he was replacing. Damn, I'm tired and eating, so I'm not in good. I don't have the mindset to think at the moment. So yeah, we will start on Sesvi by Ben Sword, the easiest map of the map pack, but there's still a lot of places where you can make the difference, and crashes are still possible. The question is for me is, will someone be able to fight with Nixotica? I think Nixotica stepped up since his winner bracket semi-final he lost, where he ended third. Maybe Lenny can make the upset happen. Maybe Ceramics can get first. As I said, Nixotica and Ceramics are for me the favorites, but we will see. We will see. It starts now. League 3, excuse me, Consolidation final. There we go. We will go with Ceramics for the first round. On Sesvi by Ben Sword. There we go. A good start so far from everyone. No one crashes. Ceramics is last at the moment. Good start from Lenny, Waldy and Nixotica. It's really close at the moment. Ceramics comeback, nice section there from the French streamer. We have 3 French people and 1 American guy. Nixotica trying to make the foreigners rule in this match. It's still neck and neck. Oh, Lenny jumped a bit too low, tried to limit his airtime and he made a mistake. Ceramics has low speed. He's still in the fight though. Wardy trying to come back, but Nixotica looks strong. Good downhill, but Ceramics has a lot of speed. Will they all go to the risky finish? Yes, they does, and they do, and they all get it. But Ceramics sniped second place to Wardy, and good job there from Nixotica, who secures 10 points and has already 20 points thanks to the 10 bonus points he had. Yeah, the points are wrong. Excuse me. There was a mistake with the points. Congrats, admins. 10-4-4-3. There was something wrong there. Seems like it has been fixed. Okay, so we will take a bit more time. Everyone will get his points as intended, and we will keep going. Afterwards, gives me time to eat my clementines. Pretty nice from them. Lenny, please. It's surprising though that they aren't able to set up the points by themselves and must make people drive so that we have so people get their points through driving. So here we go again. Sad story for Nixotica, who had taken the first round on his own. So let's keep it going. We will then not start on CSV but on Riverside by Max. Oops, give me a sec. Alright. So we will start on Riverside by Max. This map is trickier than CSV, and there are some parts which are really difficult and the lines really matter. I believe everyone does the wallbang here except no one does the wallbang except Ceramics on this map. So it will be interesting to see who will drive good. This is Ceramics' best map, but seems like Nixotica is now on fire. The American player stepping up since his consolidation and winner bracket semi-final matches. Here we go. Let's go once again with Ceramics for the first round. Will it be as close as the previous one? 6 start by Ceramics. Lenny and Wardy a bit behind. Nixotica trying to follow Ceramics on a huge space at the moment. Ceramics a bit wide but holds it. Lenny losing a lot of ground on the off-road but comes back. Wardy with a bad line. Ceramics wide. Hit the wall and Nixotica has now a huge lead. Oh wow, they're actually doing the wall bang. Overtook second place. Ceramics coming back strong. Lenny as well. Lenny coming back for second. Wardy now fighting back. Oh no, oh my god, I clicked on Ceramics link. And actually, oh no! Unfortunate from Nixotica to clip there in the finish and not make it. Oh, and Ceramics snipes first, right ahead of Wardy and Lenny. Unfortunate for Nixo. I hope he won't get tilted by this and will be able to stay in his match, because he had the 10-pointer there. Going to the second round, Nixotica with the slowest start. Let's go on him to have a good overview of the race. Wardy in the lead, right in front of Ceramics. Lenny is in the fight too. Nixotica way too wide, will lose some ground here. Wardy is still in the lead. Ceramics making the mistake, hitting the bridge. Being overtaken by everyone. Wardy with a good wallbang, Ceramics as well. Nixotica and Lenny having a good downhill. Wardy for the moment in the uphill. Doing a much better match than earlier today. Lenny had a bad line. He is now last. Ceramics is coming back on Wardy. Nixotica trying to push it a bit to try to overtake Ceramics. Can he snipe him? No, he can't. Back to Wardy. Almost failed the ending, but still holds first place. Important 10 points here for Wardy. We have some slow pace times. If Nixotica hadn't messed up, I think he would have had a 57 before, but for the moment this is not so fast. Three more rounds to go on this map. Point limit is 120. 5 rounds per map. Good start by Ceramics, but Nixo and Lenny came back strong. Lenny and Wardy are not far behind. This is neck and neck. At the moment, Ceramics choked twice at this place, but this time it's alright. Wardy loses ground. Lenny and Nixo go downhill. Nixo coming back closer to Ceramics. Good uphill by Cermix, extends a bit his lead right ahead of Nixotica. But it's not done yet. Sea climb there by Nixotica. He's still able to fight. Can he overtake Cermix for the ending? Good speed, but Cermix has good speed as well. Cermix will take it. Good job there from Cermix. And this unfortunate fourth place of the first round by Nixotica puts him at 23 instead of 30, and Cermix should be at 25 and not 29, but with only ifs we could remake the entire world. We now have a bad start from Cermix. Wait, well, he's in the pack. I was a bit confused. Nixotica up to great start. Oh, Cermix clicked! Cermix clicked it, he saved it, and I clicked again on his link. Fuck you, Cermix. Okay, I definitely can't click on his name correctly. I have to click on his tag. Yeah, he's far behind. Nixotica has a huge lead. Bad wallbang there from Wardy. Lenny wide behind Nixotica. Nixotica with a convincing lead there. He just has to save it all. Lenny clipped. Can he reach the finish line? No, he can't. Wardy will get second ahead of Cermix and Lenny third. Convincing first place there from Nixotica. Good round from the American guy. Lenny having troubles again, but Wardy is in good pace, contrary to his first two matches. Oh, Cermix with a very bad start. Gets overtaken by everyone. Nixotica once again in the lead. He found his pace, and this reason he will be able to fight with Rosario in the grand final. Rosario who won the winner bracket final in a great fashion. Oh, Nixotica a bit wide, but he saves it. Then he comes back though. Wardy going for the wallbang, headed good. Good job from Wardy. Everyone is neck and neck. Aggressive uphill by Wardy. Takes the lead. Nixo and Lenny have a good line though. Oh, a bit too wide for Lenny. Wardy in the lead, wide in front of Nixotica, but much better line for Nixotica, who should be able to snipe. Yes, he snipes. Wardy for first. Good job there from Nixotica. Wardy had a very tight uphill, but he was still able to jump into the goal. Good job from the BFC player. As this was the last round of this map, and we now have Nixotica once again in the lead, even though he could be at 50 and not 43 points. He could have been at 50 points, but it's still pretty good from him. Still having the lead, 7 points ahead of Cermix. Wardy 31, he's not too far for the moment, and Lenny 22, but we're now on the hardest map of the map pack. A lot can happen on this map, and it will be very important for everyone to do good here. The mindset will be very important on this match. If Lenny does good here and doesn't make too many mistakes, maybe he will put the pressure on others and put himself in good position to qualify. Wardy as well can put the pressure on Cermix and Nixotica, the two favorites of this match. And of course the goal here for Nixotica and Cermix is to extend their lead on top and get a good margin over the other players, especially for Nixotica, who's now looking really good. Good warm-up here from him and Cermix. A nice time. Wow. 0.3640 and 0.65. Wow, 6 times from everyone. Let's go. Second map of this League 3 Consolidation final top 2, which is the grand final. Good start from everyone so far, no major mistake. Lenny a bit behind, Nixotica as well. We see Remix a bit tight. Nixotica had a sick line, comes back all the way to first place. Lenny a bit behind. Once he missed the drop. Oh, great line by Nixotica. That's how we want to do this banking. Gets a nice 0.15 lead over Ceramics. Great line as well by Nixotica, Ceramics and Lenny on losing ground. Actually, Lenny is keeping up with Nixo's pace at the moment. Oh, Nixotica, unfortunate! Oh, unfortunate here from Nixotica. He was in a great pace, but had a bit too low speed and won't get the 10 pointer there. It will be, as I said, very important for the mindset. Gotta keep a cool head. And Ceramics secures first ahead of Lenny. And Ceramics comes back on the ranking thanks to a good first place there. As we saw Ward is struggling with the start there, making a huge mistake. Lenny a bit behind Nixotica and Ceramics. Oh, good line by Lenny, overtakes Ceramics for second. Nixotica up to a huge start once again, the American player. Oh, Ceramics on a bad line went way too much on the right and he ends up clipping. Oh, is Ward stuck? No, he's not. I thought he was. And now Nixo has a huge lead over Lenny, but you can't slow down here. Oh, Lenny! Lenny! Oh, Lenny! Good save there. Oh, Nixotica made a mistake, but saved it as well. Both players with bizarre lines having problems, but making it. And Nixotica taking 10 points over Ceramics. Ceramics who didn't finish because of his mistake. Too much on the right. On the block, and you don't want that. You want your car. You don't want to limit your time. After the banking, and Nixotica completely messed up the start. Let's hope it won't ruin his mindset. Might be very difficult talking about mindset for Lenny and Ward at the moment. What do you think you still can't do this drop correctly? Can Lenny come back on Ceramics with point 21 ahead? Ceramics had low speed there, but good line. Ceramics button 16 ahead of Lenny. Good line from the NWT player, trying to come back on the Fox player. But we saw Ceramics today having great endings there. And once again Ceramics makes it good and will take the 10 points for himself with a nice time, 0.53. This is very good time. Good job from him. Nixotica is able to finish barely before the 10-second limit. And the match is still pretty close. Wardy and Lenny are not too far behind yet, but we see Wardy especially struggling much more on this map. It's a difficult one. It's not easy for everyone on this map, but Nixotica and Ceramics master it better than Lenny and Wardy. Nixotica up to a great start once again. Ceramics having a lot of speed, but Wardy and Lenny are not too far behind. One mistake and they will take advantage of it. Nixotica up to a great pace at the moment. Oh, Ceramics coming back on the NWT player. Can Nixo hold Ceramics behind him? Ceramics trying to push it, but Nixotica has a good ending. Nixotica should take it home. Yeah, good job. A nice round for everyone. Lenny being last in 102.21. Wadzi clocking in 101 finally. But a great run in the lead from Nixotica and Ceramics. Ooh, strong start there by Ceramics. Everyone having a good start, but Ceramics got a 0.15 lead there. Oh, Wadzi with a very bad line has to respawn. Ceramics has a 6 start here, but Nixo and Lenny are on his back. Still 0.2 ahead of Nixotica, 0.45 even. And Lenny is 0.56 behind. Can Nixo come back on Ceramics? Seems like he has more speed than the Fox driver. Ooh, bit wide, but it works out. Ooh, turned slightly his car on the right. Didn't have the perfect line, but it's alright. And Ceramics will take first, but Nixotica loses some ground. The two NWT players fighting with each other, and Lenny takes the first place. Nixo and Ceramic will almost be tied again. Very nice time by Ceramics, 0.42. Wadzi not able to finish. It is very important for Ceramics to qualify, because if Nixotica qualifies with him, he is sure to go into League 2 next season. Because Rosario, who's already qualified for League 2 as well, is already in Grand Final with Easy Power. And so we are back on CSV by Ben Sword after what happened earlier. An interesting map. We saw Ceramics making some stupid mistakes a lot here, as well as Lenny. Wadzi had some trouble, especially with the start, because he didn't train much. Maybe he can do much better this time. But at the moment, Nixotica has 73 points and Ceramics 72. Lenny and Wadzi almost 30 points behind the two players, more than 20 points. So they gotta do a lot here to come back. Great time from Ceramics, 0.69. So yeah, 23 points behind Ceramics, 24 behind Nixotica for Lenny. Wadzi 25 and 26 points respectively. There we go, third map of this League 3 Consolidation final. Lenny up to a great start with Ceramics and Nixotica. Everyone is neck and neck. Wadzi a bit behind. It's really close at the moment. The two NWT players fighting with the Fox one. Great lines from Nixo, Lenny and Ceramics. They are neck and neck. Nothing is decided for first. Nixotica still in the lead. Got 0.16. I got a 0.16 lead before the ending. Everyone will jump into the risky finish! Ceramics completely missing it! And Nixotica taking this home. Oh, huge crash there by Nixotica. 1 second behind everyone else. Ceramics up to a great start with Lenny, Wadzi. It's really close. Everyone found his space in this match. The rounds are close. and the result is far from being decided. Very wide line for Wardy, losing ground on Lenny and Ceramics, who are fighting for first, but Wardy is not very far behind, can still make a lot of things happen there. He has a lot of speed, he comes back on Ceramics. Oh, good line from Lenny. Can Lenny secure first place? Ceramics comes back. The ending will be important. Lots of speeds for Lenny in front of Ceramics. Needs to secure the ending, and Wardy even snipes Ceramics for second. Good job from Wardy, and good job from Lenny, finally securing 10 points. And this is important because he's currently catching up on Ceramics. Lenny, if he qualifies with Nixotica in front of Ceramics, will get a spot into League 2. So everything is yet to be decided between both of them, but it's not over either for first place. Wardy completely stops. Lenny not far behind Nixo and Seaway. The American driver still leading, had a couple of bad rounds, but overall drove better than, faster especially than his opponents. And once again he's overtaken Ceramics for first. Nixotica doing the job, a great uphill by Ceramics. The ending now will decide who will take first. Oh, Ceramics with a lot of risks, but he should be able to secure first. Even though Nixotica risked it. Good job from Ceramics taking first and extending his lead over Lenny by 6 points. This is very important. I believe it's the 4th round on this map. Ooh, Wardy with a mistake, I believe. Oh no, it's Ceramics with the mistake. And this is important because Lenny has the opportunity to cut the packs, to get points back on him, and Nixotica to extend his lead over Ceramics. Ceramics was only 3 points behind Nixotica. Wardy not able to fight for first on this map between while Nixo and Lenny are battling it out for first. Lenny holding first for the moment. Can he get another 10 point place? Lenny going for it. Nixo with low speed still makes it into the goal, and Lenny with another first place. It's far from being over for Lenny behind Ceramics. Nixotica as well hasn't his first place secured yet. I believe this is the last round on this map. Lenny up to great start ahead of Ceramics. Ooh. He went too wide, clipped the wall. Lost a lot of speed. Ceramics now in the lead. Wardy fighting for first. Wardy taking first place over Ceramics. Nixotica is not out of the fight yet. Ceramics fighting back. This is really close between both players. Can Wardy got a bad landing and saved it? Saved the landing, but still clipped the wall. And Ceramics will be able to take 10 points. And oh, Wardy even failed the ending. Wardy failed the ending. Can he still get 3 points? Yes, he does. Barely. And Ceramics is still keeping a good gap with Lenny, and stays at the level of Nixotica in terms of points. So at the moment Nixotica 104, Ceramics 102. Lenny 83 hasn't been able to close the gap as much as he wanted. Ceramics and Wardy is pretty far behind, unfortunately. Players decided to skip the warm-up. Here we go. We keep the rounds going on this map. On Riverside by Max, a tricky map that a lot of players actually don't like much, really. From the feedback I heard, but Ceramics has a huge lead. Great start by Ceramics. Nixotica is not far behind though. Lenny and Wandy are not out of the picture a bit still. Lenny, Ceramics having a decent wallbang, but Nixotica is able to keep up with him. Ceramics is on a great time. It's by far his best map. Ooh, but great line here for Nixotica. Nixotica might be able to snipe the French streamer for first. Oh, but good. Last uphill by Ceramics. He will secure it. Great race here from Ceramics. Ceramics needs both Nixotica and Ceramics needs to get first in order to have the finalist status here. Considering it's Ceramics' best map, it might be really difficult for Lenny to come back on Ceramics. And Nixotica is driving good on all maps, so the American driver is difficult to fight with. Ooh, got an unfortunate 2 wheels there. Nixo should still be able to qualify for the League 3 Grand Final, but he got a secure spot, he got a secure stop too. And Ceramics is going for his first place there. He wants his final status and he wants to deny points to other people who Lenny hit the wall. Ceramics had a good wall bang in the downhill. And Lenny isn't able to come back. Nixotica trying to come back on Lenny. And he almost is able to do so. Oh, only 10,000s behind Lenny. A nice time once again from Ceramics to definitely understood this map. Struggles much more than the two others, but this one, he does great. Nixotica now needs first or second place to get his final status, whereas Ceramics, and we will go with him for this round, is in finalist mode. Good start from Nixotica. Ceramics last for the moment. Everyone having a good start. This is neck and neck. All the players fighting for first. Lenny hit the checkpoint. Wardy had a bad line. Now Ceramics is second, wide behind Nixotica. Can Ceramics secure it? Ooh, got a good wall bang. Matches with Nixotica on the next checkpoint. Ooh, great line there from Ceramics. Ceramics, Nixotica, who will take it? Can Nixo deny Ceramics the win in this round? Ceramics going with the risk. He has a bit more speed, I believe, and he will secure it. GG. Nixotica is in finalist mode as well, and I don't see Lenny or Wardy. I don't see neither of them denying him his a lot of first places. Ceramics securing first because we've driven twice on his best map. Can Wardy now deny Nixotica? It's not very likely to happen, but who knows? Wardy is still in the lead at the moment. Ooh, Nixotica not having the best speed. Had a good line though, overtakes Wardy, who had a very bad line. Oh, Wardy coming back strong, but Nixotica is consistent. He has good lines and is now back in the lead. He only needs a good ending. Wardy is going all out, but Nixotica secured it. Good job from the American driver who secures his spot into the grand final. And there we have all our drivers who qualify for League 2, as Nixotica and Rosario are qualified for the grand final of the League 3 playoffs and are already qualified for League 2. CMX and Easy Power, who will drive against them in the grand final, are as well qualified for League 2. Congratulations for them. So yeah, to conclude that in this match, let's quickly come back to the playoffs in the League 3. So Rosario, Easy Power, CMX, and Nixotica are qualified in the grand finals. They were by far for me the 4 best players of this league, and they deserve being in the grand final. This will be a very, very interesting grand final, very close one. We will see who will take this home. It's far from being over, and I can't call who will win. I can't call. This will be really interesting. So see you in 20 minutes for this grand final.